All right, now it says I'm live. Is this any better, guys? I hope you'll sign back on. Let's see if this will see if this will do better. Uh, change devices. I hope this is better. Hey, Doug. I'm glad to see you back. uh, much more clear. Okay, well, what I did, I switched back over to the iPhone 8, and it's got a better camera too. Than uh, that's good. Okay, well, that's what I'm here to do. Here to please. uh, yeah, I'm trying to get in there. Probably the iPhone seems to be a better camera too. I mean, I've got a lot of different devices and everything, but yeah, the iPhone 8, I like it, and I like the iPhone 10. It does pretty good too. Probably I like the 8 about as good as I do any of them. The 8's easier to work with than the 10, but it seems to be pretty good. Yeah, we had a family reunion today. My wife's side of the family. My wife was a Rudisil, spelled Rudisill. A lot of people don't know how to pronounce that. It's a good old German name, and they every July we celebrate her granddaddy and grandmother's birthday, which was what, July 10th, and what was the other birthday, Barbara?
It was either the 8th and the ninth.
8th or ninth, or ninth and the 10th.
Yes, they were one day
Yeah,
apart.
they're one day apart. She said. Uh, her granddaddy and grandmother, they were more. Her granddaddy was sort of a. Nah, yeah, German. Yeah, you know she's the boss. That's right, JC. Yep. She is German through and through there. And they were actually, I, I kind of kid her about it, but they were actually like third cousins too. So the branch goes sort of like the tree doesn't go like that; it goes straight up. So we kind of she's got a family that's shorter because they kind of kept the gene pool straight. Oh, you're German too, are you, JC? Okay. Well, see, you're a short German, just like she's a short German. Her brother is about 5'7", 5'7" if he stretches. Uh, he's strong-willed German boy, and yeah, that whole family is. It's a well-known. You're a typical American mutt. I'm the Jones side of the family. Anybody named Jones, uh, we we're all over the place. Uh, I'm part Cherokee Indian. I'm part uh, British, English, German, and 57 mixture myself. But we had a good time today. It was a good reunion. I mean, as the family gets older, of course, a lot of the younger children don't appreciate reunions as much as they used to. Too many attractions now, too many distractions, I guess, or attractions. Too many things to do, and it's when this reunion hits this close to the 4th of July, it's tough to get a lot of people out for the reunion too. But we had a pretty good crowd. Not a full crowd. We've had sometimes reunions down here that, and we'd have an overflowing crowd of relatives. It looks like. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, it's us. Heinz 56. Beautiful day today. I don't know how good the weather was across the rest of the United States, but it was a beautiful day today. You couldn't ask for it. This morning, I think it was 64 degrees when my wife went outside to get started uh, cleaning up for the reunion, getting some cushions put out and everything, and she she said she almost had to put a jacket on. She was cold, a little bit chilly, a little bit nippy, right, hon?
Right.
Right. Yeah. She's on the other side. You might hear a coffee, that's for sure. Uh, but yeah, it's good to have like that uh, on a good Sunday afternoon and meet up with all the other relatives.
Lots of good food.
Lots of good food. Yeah, they brought out a lot of good food. That's the thing. I feel weighted down now because I ate too much food. But we need to have that. It's good to have good family. We got a real good family. Yep, potluck. Yep, that's what we were. Is uh, and we had a lot of good food as usual. A lot of good cakes and pies and cookies and brownies and all the other staples and everything. It was a good time. And like that's what we say usually. They have a little meat at the end of it. They said, and a good time was had by all, and that's generally what happens. We have a lot of people that do uh, uh, really enjoy it, and like most families, if you got a good decent family, yeah, we got a good many young folk. A lot of them didn't show today. It was more the older crowd. I mean, there were several small ones, not as many as we've had in the past. We didn't have as many kids here today, just a few. Uh, we were down probably 50% from what we were last year because, and like I said, I think a lot of it has to do with and that's disrupted a lot of things. This disrupted. I mean, I could tell my sales were off at the neck. We had trips that we didn't do as many trips on the FedEx. Normally I have a run that hits one out of Charlotte Greensboro combo I've got, and it didn't run this week because uh, we feel like the freight was off just a little bit. So, a lot of manufacturing and distribution places and other things give the people, hey, Marco. Yeah, we appreciate the older folks appreciate all that food brought in, JC. Yeah, it's neat to do it. Yeah, we're in we enjoy the camaraderie and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, but you know it's good to have a day like to see you out there too, and to get the good food, and then for me it was nap time after all that. It was nap time because boy, I tell you what, like that, and you're just tired, and we had prepped and everything this morning, getting ready for it, so we didn't have a lot of time to do other things, so we run around and getting things prepped. Especially my wife, she was doing. I'm giving you credit mostly, honey. See, even I'm giving my wife credit. Y'all be witnesses for me, guys. I'm giving her credit. She did most of it. She got it ready, and uh, she does a lovely job. I'm very proud of focused. That's where she gets me for not being focused. She she had something last night. Uh, yep, that's right, Chris. Uh, but we all. Yep, JC's wife gets the credit too. I tell you what, she's a hard worker. I don't think I can get my wife underneath a car and holding wrenches and everything like JC's wife does. Uh, my wife held a flashlight yesterday for me while I was doing. I had to do some honeydew stuff, and she held a flashlight for me. But that's about as far as the wrench work that she'll get. She won't come out and crawl under a greasy car and pull a part off or something. Or she's got a trooper. Thumbs up for her. She's really a hard worker on the mechanical end. And my wife's. I'm sitting across from my wife, so as not to get hit by something. My wife's a hard worker too, and always has been. Retired school teacher. You can imagine the discipline that she has right there, uh, and you know, you have to be a school teacher, especially in today's time. She taught math for 32 years in the middle school, so she very disciplined, keeps me in line. Uh, she really, and after she left that and came into our business with the trucking business, and we started growing our business, I think my business really was enhanced by my wife. Uh, she brought on a stability. Yeah, yeah. My wife brought some stability and was able to handle the business. And over the past 15 years, we've really expanded the business and grown it up to a very sizable amount. And of course, yeah, yeah, yeah. If she can handle today's kids, she can handle me. Yep, and she has. Yeah, yeah. A lot of women they do. They do get the focus, and they keep us in line, guys. You know that. And most of us guys, we need somebody stable like that to say, no, you can't do that, or are you going to think twice about that? We sometimes argue about these things, but and she generally wins. Well, from the peanut gallery, they may have heard that manipulative and smart, but yeah, I let her think that she has won, uh, but she wins a good bit. She wins a good bit and everything, but yeah, I'm gonna uh, I'm gonna turn the tables on. Now there is my wife. She's whoops. Whoops, whoops. I gotta cut something off in the background here. I got, I can't believe I hit that right there. Okay, let me stop it. I've got, guys, I got two things going at the same time here. Hold on a second. I got myself talking in the background on the other video. I had my Yep, that's my wife Barbara there, and wave at them, Barbara. She's the hard worker. Yeah, that's right. You tell your wife she's right. Never let her know that she's wrong. Yep. Now put the camera down. Well, you're better looking than I am. These guys. JC said hi. Doug said hi. Hi, Mrs. Napa. Yeah, yeah. These guys are. They'd probably rather see you than me. All right. She says turn it around. I'm turning it back around. I've got a nice wife there, though. We've been married 48 years this year. So, and gosh, don't we look good for that? we actually got married young. We were teenagers. Go back to her. Okay, I'm sorry, Doug, but I'm sorry. She just doesn't want to be on camera. Yeah, that's right, JC. She gave me the look like, yes, turn that camera around. Yep, you know the look, don't you, JC? But yeah, I had to turn that camera back around because she does not want me pointing it at her. But she's a good one. I've we've had a good marriage. Like I said, we've been married be 48 years coming up this October, I think. It's just a brain lapse, honey. I mean, it's not. I'm just not. Give me a break, you know. But yeah, we've been together. I guess we started dating over 50 years ago, when 1966, seven, 6, 7, 7. Okay. Uh, yeah, that's right, JC. Yeah, you know what's gonna. Uh, yep. Yeah, I got one of those faces for the radio. I used to have a radio station, so yeah, I got that kind of face. Yeah, right now I'm trying to fight these two chins I got. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, we've been pretty happy. Like I said, I've enjoyed being part of her family too, the Rudisell family, for the past 48, 50 years. It's a real strong family here in Cherryville. Her her family has a strong background in this little small town. They were some of the founding fathers of the town, I guess you might say. The Beams and the Rudisells and Carpenters and what were some of the other families that are Dellingers and Straps. We call them Straps. So it's spelled Stroop to the people that don't know, but we call them Straps down here. It sounds like we're spelling S-T-R-A-P, but it's S-T-R-O-U-P, and then someone put an E on it. But that's another family. That's one of the founding fathers or founding families in our little small town. And it's good to have grown up in this small town like this because Barb and I both went to the local school. Town's only 5,280 people, or as they used to say, one person per foot per mile, or a mile of, I don't know how it was, something about a mile, because 5,280 people, or 5,280 feet is a mile.
Yeah.
And that's what they used to say, something about we had a mile of people or something like that.
Like that.
Something the guy coined. Hall is around 2,000. Okay, Jay. Yeah. Jay Young lives in Halls, Tennessee.
Wow.
That's north of Halls is north of west of Nashville, northeast, I guess, of Memphis, if I'm right, isn't it, Jay? I think it's somewhere up. Yes, north of Memphis. It's up there above where Conway Twitty had his place. Where was it? Jackson, Tennessee? Is that where it's north of Jackson, Tennessee, isn't it, Jay? If I remember my travels through Memphis and everything, I remember I used to go from Memphis over to Nashville on 40, and you'd see where Conway Twitty's place was, and then where I was 45 minutes from Jackson. Yeah, okay, I was in the right general area. Yeah, you're just south of where the banjo picker that I like so much, Mike Snyder. Yeah, Mike Snyder. I don't know if you know Mike Snyder, Jay Young. Mike Snyder's the one that used to be on Hee Haw. He was a nationally known banjo picker and a heck of a comedian, funny as heck. I've seen him a couple times, but I think Mike Snyder actually lives north of you a little bit. What is that little town? I can't remember the name of that town, but he was a pig farmer up above that area, and then made himself famous on Hee Haw. But I digress. Yeah, that could be. But yeah, we've enjoyed today. I don't know how the weather is in Tennessee, guys, or Alabama, or Ohio, but it's beautiful down here in North Carolina right now. I mean, we are definitely having one of the prettiest July. What is day? 10th, 8th, 9th. What is day? 8th. Day 8th. Okay, July 8th. Yeah, it's one of the prettiest July 8ths and that I can remember in a long time. But and fortunate to have such good weather. I don't know, it's supposed to get back hot again tomorrow, isn't it? Going to get back into the 80s or 90.
Yeah.
Been raining in Texas all week. Good gracious. I hope that doesn't, well, we need a little bit of rain over here, not much. Of course, I'm irrigating out of the pond right now, so I'm pretty good shape there. A little rain in Kansas, but it's hot now. Okay. Well, that's that's the weather report from Channel 9. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now. Up here at this front. Yeah. Yeah, just don't do like the weatherman where he got tongue tied and said,
there's going to be a cold mare's ass coming down instead of a cold air mass. But yeah, yeah. Now back to you, Doug, in sports. Yeah, that's what we're doing, guys. We're doing our own news report here. Yeah, that's fun. You know, we need to waiting for video proof. Are you, Jay? See, okay. All right. Well, yeah. You know, I guess I'm just rambling on today. My wife's just nodding her head over here. You're just rambling on. All right. Oh, JC, you can loading up some more. Okay, great. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't. How I started on YouTube. Well, I just the way I started on YouTube was just I got to watching all you guys on the tool community and some of them in the trucking community and just decided, you know, these are the kind of guys I like to hang out and talk with. Jay, one of your channels, you know, I started watching you uh, on some of your late night ramblings and everything else, and I go, I can ramble like that. I I got I guess it was sort of like the Seinfeld show from way back where it was a TV show about nothing, and I'm good about talking about nothing. My wife will tell you that. I've rambled on about a lot of things. I like to just talk about life in general. It's been good for me. My wife and I, uh, we're blessed, and I feel good about that. Uh, well, let me tell you about the new Napa store. Uh, I'm doing the carpentry work this week. I've shown, you know, some of the videos where we've got the outside looking pretty good now. We got the painting and the metal and everything done on the outside. On the inside, we put a new HVAC system for it, and it's kicking butt. But I've got to go inside now and blow some insulation in the ceiling. Yeah, that that blue floor, it's something. It's expensive, but I think it'll hold up good. It's uh, yeah, I think all of us guys have got the gift of gab, Marco. That's what we got to have. Yeah, that epoxy floor. Now we had two different kind of epoxy floors. What was it he said? The one was I can't remember.
Yeah, one was more durable.
Well, one's supposed to be more durable. The blue one's supposed to be more durable than the gray one that I have. One,
Yeah, more expensive.
yeah, way more expensive.
Yeah.
Is about another dollar a square foot more expensive than the other one. And uh, yeah, but I think it's better, and it's going to look good when when I put all the display cabinets out there, and it's Napa blue. So I hope Napa never changes their colors because I've got the blue floor to match. So as long as uh, no, I'm not going to do those garage doors yellow, Doug. Doug asked me if I'd paint those garage doors. No way. I might do some yellow trim up above or something. We'd actually talked about that. But
And I
well,
said, no way.
yeah. And I'll explain this again. I'm gonna say, and what did you say when I said something about yellow?
No way.
No way. Yeah, that's right. So you heard from the real boss what there was gonna be. We got the gray and we got yellow vinyl stripes. We might highlight some of the yellow or the gold in there somewhere on some of the signage, but she doesn't want anything tacky. You know, I'm redneck enough as it is, and she doesn't want me to make anything tacky. Uh, Wait a minute. What, if I don't mind, wait a minute, I missed something, JC. Was that directed toward me? I can't. Oops, I can't get that back up. I'll have to. I missed something. I don't know if were you asking that. Yeah. Yeah, I missed one of the comments from you, JC. I'm using my phone there, and I can't. Let me see if I can pull that back up. Oh, oh, it was Jay. It was Jay Young. uh, oh, on my other Napa story. Yeah, yeah, that was uh, the trucking company that does the for Napa. They had to pay for that. Yeah, yeah, that's who paid for that door was uh, the other the trucking company that does deliveries for us. I actually didn't own that building. Now that building I'm renting, and that's why I'm getting out of that. I bought this Ford dealership, but the person I bought the franchise from back last November, uh, he had been renting that building for years, and the building's really not good, and that's what's detrimental for the business too. Uh, I'm not. I'm hoping that the new location is going to do a lot for us. We're jumping from about a, gosh, what is 1,500 square foot building up to about 8,000 square feet, and we've got 12 bay garage, and then I even got a larger uh, building in the backside too that we're going to be able to. Well, I'm going to try to. I want to have all kinds of customers. I'm not going to just dress for the upper class. We're in Cherryville, North Carolina. We don't have the upper class. We have pretty normal people. I mean, it's you know, with 5,000 people, we know everybody knows everybody, and pretty much, and we don't have a uppity class, you might say. I mean, well, this is not Charlotte, and I won't. Yes, the store is completely independent from the trucking company. I own them both, or uh, yeah. But what we're going to do with the back part, we're gonna try to not how would you say that? We're going to put the trucking, we're going to put the repair shop in the back, and we're going to actually start working for the public somewhat. We're going to migrate that in gradually. Primarily, it's going to. Oh yeah, I've got children older than you, Jay. My son is 40 and my daughter is 47. So yeah, we have two grown children, and I have a grandson. I have a grandson that's 13, and yeah, not a monopoly, but a one stop shop. That's what I'm gonna have. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I'll have a monopoly. uh, well, I like it pretty good. I like the camaraderie that I'm getting with a lot of the different guys on there, Jay, and you know, there's I try to uh, you know talk. I'm just a normal person trying to carry on a normal conversation. Uh, yeah, I'll share. Well, there's two others. We've got an Advanced Auto Parts, and what's the other one? AutoZone. Okay. Yeah, AutoZone and Advanced Auto Parts, and they're actually all close. We're all sort of clustered together right now. We're all within 2 blocks of each other. Uh, uh, Advanced Auto Parts is across the street from me, and AutoZone is just 2 blocks away. So I'm actually going to be moving away from them and in a good location. The location that I have right now is really crappy. I mean, it's hard to get in and out of my Napa store because it's on a corner. Um, I think Advance and CarQuest were close to the same. No, I don't feel like I'm being questioned by the FBI. Uh, no, I don't. I'm pretty much an open book. Most people can, you can look me up and see what I've done over the years, and uh, yeah. Well, well, my underwear size is pretty heavy. I'm pretty big. He one day said that before it's over, they're going to ask what size my underwear. I'll turn it back around to my wife. Usually she finds them they're dirty. Don't want to talk about skid marks or nothing, do we? But you know, we're pretty good. We're in pretty good shape in life, I think. Uh, I've been a FedEx contractor for 32 years. I'm actually the oldest. I had a friend of mine that was a contractor, and he had to sell out. He's gotten cancer now, and he was the oldest in the Carolinas, and now I'm the oldest contractor in the Carolinas, having contracts in Greensboro, Charlotte, and then in Savannah, Georgia, and uh, so you know, we've had a good run with FedEx. Well, I don't know if you asked me about we have a hummingbird here, don't we? You got a hummingbird feeder here somewhere, don't you?
Not
Not
anymore,
anymore.
but no, we
Yeah,
have hummingbirds that
we do
come
have.
and
Yeah,
visit our flowers.
yeah. Of course, you know why hummingbirds hum, don't you guys? I forgot the words to the song. Anyway, oh, you had a friend that had some 18 vans. Yeah, yeah. Well, we got 25 routes, but ours is tractor trailer. Jay, I mean, yeah, yeah. Well, they are making a lot of changes. That's right, and that's some of the reasons we're probably going to migrate out. We're going to be we've got a younger we got some partners coming in that are probably going to take over the majority of our business. We're going to sell out to them over the next few years. Right now, as it stands, though, we're in the process of negotiating some things right now. Yeah, yeah, the van life. I actually started with RPS. You know, FedEx bought out RPS. I started out with RPS in '87, and yeah, that van stuff is tough. I don't want that. It it requires a lot of. I don't see how they keep the drivers because it's hard work, and the profit's not there from what the tractor trailer is. The tractor trailer work is a lot simpler as far as being able to keep up with it, and getting us paid by the mile, and uh, I our pay rate is fairly simple, so it's not. Yeah, I get a that I used to have a car dealer's license, and I don't particularly want to do that again because it um, it's tough, and the regulations on that are tough, and that's extra paperwork that I just did. I don't want to. I'd rather sell tractors, I believe, or something. I don't want. Uh, I don't want to get into selling cars and that sort of stuff. I mean, you never know. I'll say never, never say never. My wife, though, as I look at her, says no, never.
Who would have thought you would have bought a Napa store?
Yeah, well, that's right. Who would have thought it? Semi. Well, actually, I got enough semi trucks I could do that. Yeah, yeah. That's exactly right, Jay. You know, people don't. That's exactly right. Well, yeah, most of them don't know that we're independents with FedEx, and that the FedEx drivers actually own their equipment, or the FedEx Ground. Now, FedEx Express is company owned, and FedEx what's the other bit?
Right.
FedEx Freight is company owned, but FedEx Ground and FedEx Custom Critical, and I got another division too. I can't remember what it is, but FedEx Custom Critical and FedEx Ground and FedEx. Well, it used to be home delivery. They've got it all underground now, but all that is uh, owned. That's contractor owned, and that's the model that I went under back in. Yeah, Warren Buffett likes to buy up everything, Marco. If it makes a profit. Warren Buffett's bought up a lot of the travel trailer industry. Uh, you know, yeah, yeah. Sometimes it can be a lot of hard work and no pay. It seems like, but the contractor model has been pretty good for me with the FedEx Ground. I can't complain. We've done well with it. I've gotten a good living out of it. I don't drive much anymore. I actually had to drive Friday night because I had a situation I needed to cover, but that's the first time I'd driven in probably 2 months. I'll get out there on the road, and I move equipment around, but I don't like to run a regular run. And one reason being that well, that's fine. Yeah, I'll be glad to chat with you anytime, Jay. And what's the secret to a long marriage? Don't get a divorce. That's the secret. Listen to what she says and do what she says. Yeah, and be a good boy. You got to be a good boy. Well, I mean, in a lot of terms, you got to be a good boy. Don't go stepping around. Jay wants to know what's your answer for a long. wait a minute. I'll turn this back around. What is your answer to a long marriage?
Patience.
Patience. You mean I had to have patience with you?
Lots of patience.
Lots of patience. Okay. Well, guys, I'm about to get off. My battery's about to go dead. I just saw that. I've enjoyed chatting with everybody this afternoon, and hopefully, y'all. Yeah, y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to you later, guys.